how to overcome doubt and fear? Question mark.
Well, to overcome doubt and fear is put actions to your thoughts. And also by doing that, that is the quickest way to vibrate in 5D. So they created a system called karma yoga many, many thousands of years ago in ancient India. And they wanted people just to act. So they wanted you to, whatever you do during the day, like whatever your work is, if you don't have work, spend time not only in the morning to be thankful to God in your prayers, meditations, but also periodically in your work during the day. And the mindset was, when they first developed karma, a lot of people were getting the most simplest jobs in the world. I remember I was in the entertainment business for years in New York City. And one of the most popular jobs that an entertainer would get when they were not working was like a waiter or a bartender, because it was a job they felt they could relax their emotions and their mind and repetitively do that, and at the same time make some pretty good money. I mean, on a good night somewhere in the East or West Village, even back in the 80s, people were making $200 or $300 a night. And in the 70s and 80s, that was not bad money, and it was cash money, right? So they wanted to do a job that where they didn't have to think a lot, because they would turn the job almost into a mantra yoga, giving God thanks. At the same time, they would be moving. And what they found out, the more that you move, the more emotionally you feel better. Now, out of that evolution came the combination between the stuff you do in the morning that we talk about in the circle of life, and karma yoga evolved into a yoga referred to as Kriya Yoga that is mentioned in the Holy Science, the book that Jimmy's been referring to by Sharik Yukteswar or Swamiji, and Parisha Yogananda, who actually brought yoga to America in the 1920s. So you read the Autobiography of Yoga, read the Holy Science, and what you'll find is Kriya Yoga is different. You're doing things with specific intention to get a purposeful outcome that your spirit, mind, and body agree on, and it's powerful enough to raise your vibration that it can even begin to absolve karma. And that's why they refer to it a lot of times as penance yoga. So it's very powerful. But the simplest way to overcome fear and doubts, get up early in the morning and go for a walk in the sunshine and watch what happens. The most powerful thing that Jesse Owens learned from his coach had nothing to do with running track. He was so fearful as he was 6 weeks before the Berlin Games in 1936. Here he was, this Black American that was going to go into the Aryan race where Nazi Germany was just coming to power. And just try to think that you're in his place, what he must have been feeling. So the coach one day noticed that he was mentally distraught, and the Berlin Games were like 6 weeks away. So he grabbed him by the hand and says, let's go for a walk. And he looked at the coach. He says, well, coach, what else are you going to teach me? He said, I'm not really going to teach you anything. Just walk. And they began to walk, and they began to talk. And he didn't know it, but 30 minutes are going by. And he turned to Jesse. He says, Jesse, how do you feel? He says, Coach, I feel great. He said, isn't it interesting if you just walk a while and you talk a while, things get better. And he did that every day leading up to the Berlin Games. Went in there and took 3 gold medals for America and just smiled up at Adolf Hitler. And I would have loved to have been there and seen that. But that will do it.